Hey, we're back with my plant. What's up guys, it's me. So today's video is gonna be a story time because if you didn't know, if you didn't follow me on Twitter, which you totally should, I went to see 5 Seconds of Summer. The first time was in Toronto last year, August 26th. Nope, it was 25. I went with my friend. As you can tell by the title of this video, I got lost in Toronto. So me and my friend drove all 7 hours, I think, all over to Toronto to see 5 Seconds of Summer because that was the first time that they came in Canada to a show. We drove 7 hours all the way to Toronto, and when we got there it was around maybe 6 o'clock, and we started bright and early at 8 a.m. and we got there at 6. All that was the same day. So when we got there, we didn't even change clothes. We just went to the show, and we had such a hard time going there and knowing where we were going. So first of all, we got out of the car, we walked, we went down this, it was like kind of a fair. So it was a fair over there and the show was here and we were here. So basically we just think that you have to just walk straight and you're gonna get there so easy, right? So we walked down all the little fair thing because you had to pay and we didn't even know where we were going. So first and foremost, we just went there and we didn't even pay for the entrance. We walked all the way down to the fair, and we were arriving at the end of because the fair was like a line, so we walked all the way down that street, and then we got to this information booth because we were so lost and we really didn't know where to go. So the lady told us we had to go over the bridge to get to the place, and we were desperate, so we're like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we walked. Can we just say that me and my friend spent 20 minutes finding the place where the show was, and it's basically me, and my friend is literally the same as me. She's as lost as I am. We never been to that place before. We kind of knew this place and we were like, wait, we've been here like 20-45 minutes before. And then we realized that here was where we were at the start. The place was here, and we did all of this when we could just go over and cross the street and be right at the same place where we were. I didn't really actually care how we were gonna go there. I just really wanted to be on time and not miss anything of the show. So after the show ended, it was around 11, so we got out of the venue. And so my dad wrote us on the paper how to go back at my cousin's house with the train or the metro or whatever you call it. So my dad wrote down on the paper how to get from the venue to my cousin's house, but that involved knowing where you were going. So we got out of the venue, we started looking at the paper that my dad gave us. We didn't even know where to go, so we just started walking. We walked all the way at the entrance of the fair, thinking that was the good way to go. So we walked all of the way there, and we asked this man, we were like,
"Excuse me, could you tell us where to go? Because I'm kind of lost."
Then the man just said,
"You walked all the way here from the way you were supposed to go."
So we walked all the way back where we were, and we got to this dark alley. You guys, I mean, if you were there, you would have understood why we wouldn't go that way. I mean, it's so logical. How could you go in the dark alley? So we found another booth with some ladies that I actually asked again.
"Could you please help us?"
And they were like,
"Yeah, you need to go that way. You know the dark alley? Just go. Nothing can happen, right?"
And then they kind of just showed us the way, and we were like, oh, hell no. So then we decided that it was kind of time to find our way and go back home. So I really needed to go to the bathroom, so we just went into this kind of open door building, so we went in. We didn't even know what that place was, but there was a bathroom in there. I mean, we had to go. So we walked all the way. It was like a huge white place, but it was a huge like white building place. And we just walked all the way on the corridor and we're like, okay, we might get somewhere. Maybe that's the way that everybody was telling us, even though they all said that we had to take the dark alley. We got this like information point again, and there was a map. So me and my friend were like, okay, so cool, great, there's a map. So let's just look at it and it's maybe gonna tell us where to go. So at that point, my friend and I were so like tired, and it was such a long ride of, like all over Toronto, and we just, wanted to get back and just sleep and, call it a night. So at that moment, I turned around and I saw my friend. She took the map. You guys, this is the map. So this is basically where the show was, and we had to kind of find our way through this map. So we got out of the place where we were and we started walking. So my dad called, everybody was calling me. We're like, where are you? The show is finished, like just follow the little paper. So I was like, yeah, we're following the paper, but it doesn't says where, like, place to go. You didn't even write the streets or whatever. This is the paper that my dad gave me. All that. We had to go to a streetcar. I mean, how do you want me to go to a streetcar if you don't even tell me how to get to the streetcar? Anyway, I turned around and my friend was with two guys, and I was like, oh my god, what is going on? Like, I'm in a midlife crisis and I'm not even in the middle of my life. I was like, we're good, thank you so much, we're fine. We know how to get there. And the boys told us the same thing as everybody, go through this dark alley. So we finally decided to go to the dark alley, and I was looking at my friend, I was like, girl, this is some creepy ass place. You don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. We walked, actually at the mid of it, we looked around and there was this hole in the cement. And there was like tents all over it. I was like, this is a murder place or something. I'm not comfortable. So we ran. So we ran all the way to the other side when there was light. And so we finally made our way to the streetcar, and I asked this, I think she was like maybe in her 20s. So I asked her, I was like, sorry, could you help us? I mean, she was coming from the same show as we were. She basically had a shirt of 5 Seconds of Summer on it. So I asked her, I was like, could you please tell us how to get over here? So I showed her the yellow paper. And she was like, I can't, I'm not from here. She was from Nova Scotia. What? So with that said, we just, all three of us, enter into the streetcar. She knew where to go with her hotel and everything. We didn't still have a clue how to get there. So when we got in the streetcar, everything was fine. We were rolling, and this lady in the bus, she was from Toronto, and I asked her, I was like, hi, could you please tell us where to go from here? And she was like, yeah, you gotta go down, and then you have to go to this subterranean train type of thing, metro, so you can get to your place because this is the last one, so you can't like go the wrong way or whatever. So we got all the way to the last stop place, and then I saw some teenagers running up the stairs and going to the other side to go to the opposite way station. Me and my friend, I just said like, look, we have to go before the door closes and we're never gonna make it home. We got in and the lady was like, yeah, you need to go in this one and you're gonna get your station. I was like, oh, okay, great. Well, our station was kind of the last one. So I wasn't hearing any like names that I could like recognize or know where we were going or where we were. At that point, I stood up and I said to my friend, look, we're here and we need to be here. And she said like, what? Like, yeah, we went all the way across town and we asked a janitor for help. Can you just imagine two stupid girls not knowing where they were going? And so I was telling people I was not from here not from Toronto. And they started speaking in French to me. I was like, I'm understanding very well what you're saying to me. The first janitor sent us to another one. So we're like, yeah, great, maybe the second one will know what he's talking about. Because the first one was just like, yeah, subways, I don't really know, I'm just sweeping floors. And I was like, great. The second janitor just came up and I was like, I have to go to this place. How can I do it? How can I go somewhere if there's no more subways? And like, what is going on? And then, okay, quick, and he literally opened the doors for us and he threw us outside and he told us, yeah, so you have to go over there. So that was the point where I was freaking out. I mean, you pull us out of the subway station to send us taking the bus. And he was like, the next bus you have to take it because otherwise you won't make it. Like, you won't make it back home. I was like, great. The Starbucks lady came out. I was like, can you please help us? I mean, the guy who was swiping the floors came up to me and said that this was the place I needed to be. And the lady said, yeah, okay. This, and a bus was passing. I was like, oh, okay, so there still are going, so maybe he told us something that might said the truth. Many things, and we didn't really understand where to go or whatever. So the lady told us, yeah, the bus that just passed, yeah, that was yours. I was like, oh god, is there any more buses that we can take? Can we do something? She said, yeah, in 7 minutes. I was like, oh no, I can't wait 7 minutes. My dad is gonna call me in 2 seconds. She said, yeah, just stay close because the bus won't stop if you're not on the side of the street. So I was like, okay. So then, let's call him Swiperman. He came to our rescue, you know, get it? Swiperman, Superman, yeah, I'm clever. And he paid for our bus, so if whatsoever, I don't know what case you are looking at this video, thank you so much. You saved my life. So we got out of the bus and we went there. In that bus there were 2 doors, the door where people were going in and paying, and the place we were going, and you shouldn't have taken that door unless you had like a little. We snuck into that bus, so after that horrible night, I snuck into a bus, I took the metro the wrong way, and finally I got to the place that I was needing to be. We got down the stairs, well, yeah, and my aunt and my dad were waiting for us, and I was just so relieved. I mean, if you could have seen my face, I was like having so many emotions at the same time. I was crying. I was so happy to get back home. I was like, oh my god, I thought I was never gonna make it. So at this point of the story, you were wondering why did anybody come and pick us up? Because my dad told us to take the subway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I'm gonna see you next week with a new video, which I don't know what this will be. Probably, I don't know. What do you guys want to see? I will probably find out next week when I'm gonna film it. Yeah, so bye.